Are we live? It's Thursday, and you know what that means. One Piece chapter dropped, and it's 1082. 1082 already. Oh my gosh. And we haven't got a break week yet. Maybe it's a break week after this. But we've been getting banger of a banger of a banger of a chapter. For what? For at least 2 weeks straight? No, 3 weeks. Because we got the Shanks one, we got 2 Garp chapters. And today, I don't know what we're gonna get. I have remained unspoiled, but I know that it's another crazy chapter. That much I know. That much I am spoiled, if you can call that being spoiled. But oh my gosh, let's get started. So as always, as usual, if you're in the chat, if you're joining me, please drop by in the chat. Please comment down whatever you want to say, whether it's One Piece related or not, whether it's just an Eid Mubarak to me. So I've just had I've finished my Eid vacation. My office starts tomorrow, but One Piece, so it's still Eid now because One Piece is here. Okay, so let's get started with the chapter. So the chapter is titled "Let's Go and Claim It." Okay, so this most probably relates to Shanks's quote about "Let's go and claim the One Piece." That's the first and only thought that I'm having right now after reading the title. It is probably that, but it could be something else. But oh my gosh, it's this another Shanks chapter. Hi Sanjida, you're in the comments. Thank you for commenting because I wasn't sure if I was live because this is only the second time I'm going live like this. So the blur background is working, right, Sanjida? It's blurred? Yes, it is. Very good, very good. All right. So in the cover page, we get what? We get Chopper eating Zeus like a cotton candy, and then the sun is smiling down. It's like Prometheus. Cover request by Kameda Hanaoto. Chopper mistaking Zeus for cotton candy and taking a bite. And then Chopper, is he gonna get electrocuted? Like in the very beginning and even sometimes in the middle during Pokemon, Pikachu used to Thundershock, Thunderbolt people whenever they used to touch it very much, roughly. No, I don't think that Zeus is going to Thunderbolt Chopper. And then Chopper, look at him. He already has 2 cotton candies like in both of his hands, and still he's going for another bite. And then Prometheus is laughing, but it's also a cute little laugh. It's a wholesome laugh. It's not like he's laughing out of spite. It's a very, very wholesome cover request. Alright, so do we have a note? We don't. At least not yet. Alright. No note by Oda. Okay, so we start off with a headline reading Vice Admiral T-Bone killed. I do know T-Bone, right? He was shown in the manga, in the anime before. I've seen him before. And he's dead, most probably by Crossguild. If I were a betting man, I would say Crossguild did it. So it says Vice Admiral T-Bone was adored by civilians and Marines alike. News of his death shocked the world, but the Navy refused to comment on the details of the incident. Okay, so the Marines didn't actually reveal what or who caused the Vice Admiral's death. So it's a Vice Admiral, so he knows Haki. He knows other powers, like he probably knows Rokushiki, and he was killed. Who could have done this? Like, it's probably someone very, very powerful or a team effort. Like, by powerful, I'm thinking about Crocodile, Mihawk. An obituary makes the front page, okay? Oh, we're getting Sengoku and Suru. Okay, Navy HQ. Have they caught the man who did it? Okay, so it's one man. It's one man who killed a Navy Vice Admiral. Okay? Nope, not yet. I really love one-on-one fights. I Although it's realistic, I don't like when people gang up on each other, like the Blackbeard pirates ganged up on the Whitebeard. That's why they were able to defeat him. Have they caught the man who did it? Nope, not yet, but we're certain the culprit's family is bound to be pretty well off after this. Okay, so that's because the Navy the Navy Vice Admiral T-Bone, he probably had a big bounty. That's why Suru is saying that they will be, and their family will be pretty well off. What's the world coming to, Otsuro-chan? The civilians we're sworn to protect are stabbing us in the back. What? Sengoku, do you think a civilian did this? Do you think a so-called civilian can pull off defeating a vice admiral? What kind of civilians do we have? I would bet like all of my money that it's not a civilian. Especially if it's just one man or one woman, it's not a civilian. Never. It's unbearable, he says. So they are having a cup of coffee. Well, at least Suru is having a cup of coffee, and she's saying pirates and the only ones interested in money. You know, we Marines have bounties on our heads now. It's only natural for people to come after us, especially in a place like Pip or Pepe Kingdom, where over 1,000 die of starvation every year. It's no wonder he was killed there. Poverty and wealth, we all adapt to our circumstances. Look at that lady Navy officer in the back. She looks buffed and she looks like she's someone important. And Sengoku's goat is also munching down on what? On a piece of paper? On the newspaper headline, I guess? Not that I'm trying to defend the culprit, of course, just noting that if this is what the darn Buggy had in mind, we've severely underestimated him. How can you protect and serve the people if you have to constantly look over your shoulder when you're around them? Why are they making it out to be? Why aren't they making a big deal about it being a civilian? If you don't neutralize this cross-guilt group soon, this will kill the morale of every Marine and weaken the whole Navy. Hey Hina, have you seen Garp? So Hina is here. Where is Smoker? We haven't seen Smoker in what? In 10 years? The last time we saw him was in Punk Hazard, right? When Aokiji saved him. There's a new rice cracker flavor I want him to try. That's why Sengoku wants to see Garp. Here's Hina. He said he was off to save Kobe a few days ago. So it's been already a few days. So he's probably teamed up with Sword. Pretty sure Kujaku's with him at least. So Hina knows about Sword, okay? What? Sengoku and Suru? They're appalled? Don't tell me they've gone to Hachinosu. They've gone to Beehive Island, Pirate Island, Empty Bluffs Island, New World. Okay, so we're seeing cross-guilt. Such a long time. Good job crossing the seas and making it here. Thank you. Be proud. The emperors of the underworld are smiling because of you. Everyone is proclaiming the birth of a new star, a champion of evil. So who are they talking about? Are they talking about the man who killed T-Bone? Or are they talking about Buggy? Huh? This peasant? This civilian, did he really kill T-Bone? I heard my family received the payment. Thank you so much. I don't believe it. Don't mention it. You took down one of Navy HQ's finest vice admirals. What? Your evil charisma incarnate. Stop being so humble. Gya ha ha ha. Okay. So Buggy paid him to not only defeat, to kill T-Bone. I don't buy it. I do not believe that this old man was able to kill a vice admiral. Even if he had the strongest sword in the world, the strongest weapon, even if T-Bone was sleeping, he was being stabbed by this old man, I didn't believe it. Even in that scenario. Your crazy stunt really shocked the Marines. They'll have your head for sure if they catch you. Why is Buggy saying this instead of saying that no, you'll be alright, don't worry about it? He's throwing salt in the wound. Even if I can't see my family ever again, it's better than watching them die of starvation. I'm so hungry. Okay, so he did it for his family. So we see not a flashback, but what he's thinking about, like how many kids does he have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 5 kids and his wife? Probably. Rest easy, friend. We'll take care of you as a fellow pirate. As a pirate? So he's a pirate now. Get it? One of the emperors is taking you under his wing. The bombastic clown himself, Buggy-sama. He's on another level. The impel down. So those prisoners, right? These are Buggy soldiers. Undermen. The 2-bit pirates you've met before aren't fit to lick his boots. I don't know about you guys, but I don't like Buggy's cloak, like the long cloak that he wears. Like it passes him off as very tall, right? Because he can dismember himself. The Bara no Mi. But I don't like the aesthetic of that cloak. Never forget this moment. You're standing face to face with a living legend. Yeah, it's Buggy-sama in the flesh. Buggy in the flesh. Buggy in the flesh. Buggy in the flesh. Sorry to interrupt you. Burly-sama? Who is Burly-sama? You're so fresh. That makes me sound like some kind of cereal. Barley. We've finished it, sir. A ship worthy of Cross Guild. So this shipwright, he looks like the shipwright from Wano that Frankie worked under. Hey, hello Pain, I'm late, he says. So you're late in joining the stream? Or I want to see more Garp. Exactly, yes, I wanted to carry on with the Garp and Aokiji fight. We've finished it, sir. A ship worthy of Cross Guild. Leave the ship to me. I've got some talented shipwrights under me. Okay, so Buggy was telling Mihawk and Crocodile. They are in the silhouettes. They're representing the silhouettes. So Buggy told them that he has some talented shipwrights under him. How does he know talented shipwrights? Look at this design. Oh no. So the first panel we saw of this Empty Bluffs Island, I was thinking that was the ship, but no, that was the island and this is the ship, but it's very, very much like it. With a huge buggy. Okay, so I see. Okay, the joke is that Mihawk and Crocodile are going to hate the design of this ship because where are they represented? Oh my gosh, it's like they're no-name underlings under Buggy, right? That's what it seems like from seeing the ship. Making you the figurehead was the obvious choice, Chairman Buggy. I think it turned out great. And then Buggy, even without the use of the Bara no Mi, his nose even dissociated from his body. Oh my god. Yeah. Pain. Bro, why the manga panel looks tinted? Okay, so Pain, I intentionally did this. I intentionally blurred most of the screen so that I won't get copyright struck by Shueisha. You know, that's the safe zone. And then Buggy is thinking that you expect us to use this thing. Crocodile and Mihawk saying this. Let's take this to the meeting room. Buggy will then try to get himself out of this by negotiating with them. Let's hear it for the greatest ship ever. You guys really outdid yourselves. So it's a very big ship because I think it's a very big ship, right? In One Piece standards, yeah, it's bigger than the Sunny, I'd say. In the meeting room, okay, so they look like Lucci and one of the CP0 members, the two on the left hand corner. Okay, so we see Crocodile and Mihawk. Oh my gosh, what? So they Oh my gosh. They really did it. They really did what Buggy was fearing that they'd do. Public awareness of cross guild is growing as planned. The Navy is starting to understand the threat we pose. We need to have unparalleled influence to form our utopia and become a strong military state. But before all that, we need to establish our overwhelming power, right? Oh my gosh. So they beat the hell out of Buggy, dissociated him, dismembered his head, and then scaffolded him. And then he's saying, please just kill me already, the pain. This is wrong, this isn't how I wanted my life to go. Oh my gosh. Oda can do whatever he wants with Buggy, but at least he will make him fail upwards to what? To emperorhood? To emperordom, I'd say. Rather. And to do that, we've got to find a way to gather an enormous amount of wealth. You're saying we need wealth and power, right? Why was he saying we? Was he saying weak or something? I may be out of line here, and I know you may do away with me for saying this, but how can you call yourself pirates with schemes like that? What? So Buggy has a better scheme in mind? What did this cockroach just say? Mihawk is saying. You're doing it all backwards. You must have heard, right? You know Red Hair is making his move too? We used to be on the Pirate King's crew together, but circumstances prevented us from going to Laughdale with the others. Now tell me, way back when, what did you guys want to be? Pirate King, right? The king of the pirates. When I sailed with Shanks, he shone so brightly with potential, I knew I couldn't measure up, so I let go of my real dream. 24 years ago, the day Gold Roger was executed, you said it yourself, didn't you, Shanks? You said your crew would reach Laughdale one day too. Okay. So on that day when Gold Roger was executed, or maybe before that, I think before that, Shanks said his crew would reach Laughdale and find the One Piece. But I've changed my mind, for now at least. I'm not ready to go for it yet. Okay, so Shanks, after Gold Roger died, he said that he didn't want to go after the One Piece just then. So he must have known something, because we know that Gold Roger, it was shown in the anime and in the manga that Gold Roger talked with Shanks about something. It wasn't shown what he talked about, but he must have told Shanks something important, like the One Piece could not be found at that time, but it can be right now. That's why Shanks is ready. What? But I'm still gonna be a pirate. So, you're not the next generation's king. I misjudged you, Shanks. So Buggy was actually disappointed with Shanks' lack of ambition. Come with me, Buggy. I'm not going to work under you, idiot, you coward. Don't you care about following in Captain Rogers' footsteps? You haven't forgotten, have you? It's your fault I lost that treasure map. I still haven't forgiven you for that. You better watch your back next time we meet. That no-good Shanks is finally making his move, but what good is it now? I don't know why, but somehow through luck or chance or whatever, we're on equal footing again. Shanks and Buggy, he means. And if that's the way it is, I may as well go ahead and say it. I wanna be king of the pirates. Okay, so Buggy wants the narrative to be that he wants to be the king of the pirates, and since the Cross Guild is supposedly Buggy at the helm as the leader, so he wants the narrative to say it like this. He wants the people, the general public, to think that it's him, the leader, who wants to be the king of the pirates, along with Shanks, the former Roger crew members. Wealth, fame, power. Why stop there when we can have it all? Wealth, power? Let's go for it. Let's go and claim the ultimate treasure. So Buggy says that Mihawk and Crocodile were not ambitious enough, that they should actually want to go after the One Piece. And then, yeah, I can't believe you're deluded enough to buy your own con. Crocodile is saying, right? Remember, we're only letting you keep that title of yours because it benefits us. You think we're just going to carry you to the top? We're not playing pirates here. This is serious business. You don't have a clue, let alone a plan. Do you really expect us to just go pick fights with red hair, black beard, and straw hat? Mihawk is saying. Why not? Why not, Mihawk? Can't you defeat Shanks? Can't you defeat Luffy? Can't you defeat Blackbeard? It's a scramble for the treasure. We only need to beat them to it. Let me show you. There are some words that light a fire in the heart of every pirate. And it's because they all set sail for the same reason. Clack. So is it getting broadcasted? Listen up, men. Stop it, Buggy. Huff, what dream drove you all to the sea? So Buggy is showing real bravery here. Chairman Buggy wants to give us back that spark. Oh man, I'm not sure I'm ready for this. Every moment you cling to life might be your last. So why ignore that screaming urge inside you? If you gave up because the reality of it was too daunting, now's your chance. It's time for us to set sail, to reach out and grasp what we all desire most. It's time for us to finally go and claim the One Piece. So Crocodile is livid and Mihawk is also angry. So I didn't expect, after reading the title, that Buggy was going to say these words. So what's this? Who are they? What you think about ship? It enemy or what? Who it be? Kamabaka Kingdom Grand Line. Okay. But who is this with the metal arm? The robotic arm? Whirr, crash, clang. Wanna bet on it? I wager it's an enemy. Who's in? So they are seeing a ship in the distance. I mean these new people we haven't seen before. So they are at Kamabaka Kingdom. I think Queendom rather, and they are probably revolutionaries, right? Sounds good to me, Jay. I'll put 1 mil on it being Sabo making a safe return. You what? Revolutionary, yes, I was right. Revolutionary Army, Vice Captain of the North Army, Jiren, Karasu's subordinate. Okay, Jiren is under Karasu. Revolutionary Army, Vice Captain of the South Army, Gyamble, Lindbergh's subordinate. Okay, so Lindbergh's subordinate is Gyamble, and who is Ahiru? Bello Betty's subordinate, Vice Captain of the East Army. Okay, and Morley's subordinate is another huge man. Revolutionary Army, Vice Captain of the West Army, Ushiano. Okay, so I know that the Revolutionary Army's bounties they are even less than Perospero, but they're quite powerful. But I don't see these guys, like if they're subordinates, they are most probably around what? At best, around Owen's level, like 300 million bounty. At most, I'd say. Dragon-san, Iva-san, Sabo-san's back. Oh, he's really back? So he made it home okay. Thank goodness. Oh my gosh. Pert says peak fiction. Hey Pert, how are you? So Sabo is really back. Okay. I knew something was up when you said you'd bet $1 million. I ain't coughing up a single berry. Nah, I'll wring it out of you. So that's probably that's probably her devil fruit power, like ring fruit, like smoothie. Oh, you used those binoculars, didn't you? Yeah, one of them has binoculars. By one of them I mean Gyamble, right? No, it's Jiren. What binoculars? Welcome back, Sabo. You think you can get away with it by eating them? So Sabo is here with Clack. Sabo, I was just about to shoot you. Glad you didn't. Everything okay, Ahiro? Were you worried? Maybe a little? Sabo, you save me happy. That's a Lelouchian ship. Okay. Okay. And then Dragon. One thing I forgot to mention was the Dragon didn't have anything to say. But then he was really out of his... Like, he was really worried for Sabo in one chapter. But now he's speechless. You mean the country that vanished? I'll explain later. For now, please help these guys. So did he bring all the Lucians? Like, nobody is dead? Sabo-kun. And then Koala is... You just went radio silent. How could you do that to us? My bad, Koala. I couldn't get my hands on an encryptor. Transponder snail. All my calls would have been monitored. I used the usual 3-beat code to signal I was alright. Didn't you hear? I wasn't even on Lulusia when it happened. Okay, so he wasn't. You made me so worried. So there's a translator's note. Could be referencing the SFX seen in chapter 1060. 1060, I'd say that's the chapter when Aim-sama like vanished Lulusia, right? Yeah. The SFX, the sound effects. Sabo, there's Morley. Why are all you boys like that? Whoa, Morley. How big is he? He's a giant. Don't scare us like that again, silly. There's Bello Betty. I remember you losers from Lulusia. You've come a long way. I hope nobody's... Oh my gosh. I hope nobody... I hope everybody didn't... Oh my gosh. Really, Oda? Everybody survived? You've come a long way. It's a real shame what happened to your homes, but I heard you were hoping to join our cause. Yes, ma'am. First things first, get some rest. We'll straighten you out after that. I heard about Kuma-san. He might have been programmed to return to Marijua as a contingency. Okay. Sorry about that. We let everyone's work go to waste. Don't worry, I know you two are taking it the hardest. So Dragon and Ivan, they are talking with Sabo. And then he's going to drop a bombshell to end the chapter, I guess. So Sabo, you don't want the captains hearing what you've got to say? So I guess the reason why he's speaking like this is because he's emotional, Eva? Yeah, just hearing it might put your life at risk. What? What the hell? There was some major trouble at the Reverie. I'll tell you all about what really happened at the Holy Land of Marijua. Oh, it's the end of the chapter, but there's no break next week. That's a good thing. So we just got a teaser of what happened. Like, the Sabo just has what? Has a bandage on his nose. That's the only damage he was dealt. The truth comes to light. So it's the end of the chapter. Okay, so a lot happened on this chapter. In this chapter, we didn't get Garp, we didn't get Aokiji, we didn't get the Straw Hats, but we got a lot of Cross Guild and also of the Navy. I almost forgot. But I'm having a very hard time imagining a civilian being able to kill a vice admiral, no matter the circumstances, no matter what happened. Yeah, but I did like the chapter. I didn't like the part where Buggy said it. Like, it's not hype to me that he's saying that they are going after the One Piece. Maybe it's just because I don't like Buggy as a character, maybe. Like, he's funny and all, but not as a serious threat to anyone. But I liked the flashback about Shang saying that he didn't want to go for the One Piece because of what he heard about Roger, or because Roger died. Just because of that, he said that no, he's holding off his dream for a while. But then Buggy, he actually wanted to go after the One Piece right then and there. He never wanted to delay it. He never wanted to go after second best. So that's why he didn't take Shanks up on his offer. But then if he always wanted to go after the best, why did he come to East Blue and try to rule it or whatever? And why didn't he go after the One Piece for all the time we've seen him? Like he was going after Captain John's treasure. Like, did he get it? What was it? And is it bigger than the One Piece? Why did he want to go after Captain John's treasure? So Sabo brought a huge load of people. Well, actually, we don't see a lot of people. Yeah, well, we do, I guess. On the panel where we see the ship, we see Sabo's ship landing. We see a lot of people going down the stairs. So it could be that most of Leloucia's kingdom, if not all of the people of Leloucia kingdom, they escaped. Sabo was able to save them, but then he also said that he was nowhere near Leloucia when it happened, right? So who are they? That's a Leloucian ship, Sabo said. You mean the country that vanished? I don't know about introducing more characters, right? So Oda is introducing more, like one subordinate of each of the commanders of the revolutionaries. They're probably going to get into a fight soon. That's why he is introducing them, maybe. So Per says, all for Yonko are on the move now. Buggy finally getting serious. Hope they don't ask him Sabo telling what happened. Oh, Part, yeah. So I didn't actually think about that, about them actually off-screening that. Oh no, that really could happen. But I just took it for granted that next chapter we're getting the reveal of what actually happened in Leloucia. Not actually at Leloucia, but Sabo said that I'll tell you all about what really happened at the Holy Land of Marie Joa, at the Reverie. Like how did Cobra die? How was Vivi, like what happened to Vivi? How did she get with Big News Morgans? Right? And what was the attempted assassination? How did it happen? Why? So yeah, it's a very intriguing chapter. A lot happened. So yeah, I think I'm going to end the stream right now. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you Sanjita, thank you Payne, thank you Perth for commenting. Hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you next week with the chapter, the live reaction of the chapter 1083. There's no break next week. Such a relief. And I haven't been able to upload the Zoro video as I've been saying, but I'll try to do it this week. No promises, because my office is starting tomorrow. So Perth says, throughout the Egghead arc, we got info on revolutionaries in bits. Right, we did. Like we got about Sabo, we got about what the 1068, chapter 1068 happened at the very beginning of Egghead Island, right? And we got more info about Green Bull, right? About Green Bull and Fujitora versus Sabo and the rest of the revolutionaries. We got some info on Dragon, about how he started the revolutionaries and why. Like he had the freedom fighters before that. Yeah, I think the revolutionaries are going to play a major role. They should, right? So they've been hyped for a while now. Not even for a while. For what? For 15 years? Yeah. I hope they really do something very significant. Not in a full-fledged chapter, per sense. Yeah, but what we got this chapter, it was kind of fleshed out, I'd say, right? It was quite detailed. It was somewhat like... But yeah, you're right. If we get a full-fledged chapter, like we got about Garp versus Aokiji, that would be hype. But yeah, I'm very excited to hear about what happened at the Reverie. But to be honest, it feels like it's a little bit too old. Not too old, but little old, because it seems like so much has happened after the Reverie. But yeah, I'm still excited to hear what happened. Okay guys, thank you so much. I'm going to end the stream now.